Hello creatures, critters, cryptids, etc. Welcome back to P Simulator, yes. Welcome back to Moist Maxing Monday. Hello Midas, Dimension, Quill, anyone else out there. We're raising money for Trans Lifeline as we have been and will be for the next couple weeks. We're back to do bonus jobs. What was the last one we did? Was it? Yeah, it was odd jobs. We're doing odd jobs. So we have a miniature golf court to clean. Oh, hero of great renown. Alright, we're like forced to use stuff. Hero of great renown, our kingdom, which doubles up as a course of golf most miniatures, besieged by 3 enemies as old as time itself. Grime fills in squalor. What was once an arena worthy of great champions has, alas, fallen upon misfortune, and now resembles the leftovers of an ogre's picnic. Ensues, 'tis the foulest, most fetid golf course that any man, woman, or child has ever had the misfortune to set eyes upon. Zhao and Zine magic wand art much celebrated throughout the realm, and dolls come highly regarded, which bode as well, as this art no challenge for the faint of heart, or greaseless of elbow, except at Zine peril, or all souls be damned. How much is the doodle again? It's 50. It's a combined 50, so if you've already donated some amount, then whatever more you need to do. Let me check if you've donated an amount, I don't remember. Doesn't look like you have. You'll give exactly 1 clam. Blimey, you're actually here. Wow. Lady Pip of Loganberry. How big is this place, I wonder? Oh, that looks pretty high up. Oh, never mind. I thought the perspective fucked with me. Imagine make us speak old world to all external contractors and wonder why no one ever turns up. I thought this was like a really big castle in the distance. Lady Pimp. We also have to give ourselves fancy names and prance around telling people that they put as well. Did y'all miss Moist Maxing Monday? Yeah, I'm on the DLC now. This is the third map of the DLC so far. How you doing, Tyrion? It's been a while since we've moist maxed. I believe the last, because I don't remember what happened last Monday. I know it's a Monday before. Or was last Monday just Mina? Last Monday was Pride Mina, and the Monday before that was the start of the event, so that was Brian Varian. Brian and his powerful stick. Unstoppable stick. I think your miniature golf course had an accident. Guess I will use a ladder. Disgusting concept to use a ladder. Use tools? Never. Never be still my heart. Using tools. How's this entrance pillar? Tools are the tools of the tool users. Speak not their name. Or they will become Peter O'Toole, I don't know. Oh my. Oh my. That one didn't come out quite right today. How are you doing, Dolph? Oh my. Yeah, I don't know. It's not happening. It's not happening quite right today for some reason. Hey, Az. I'm doing okay. I'm still like waiting to see your Yinglet creation as. I've been waiting. I've been ready. I'll be ready forever. I was thinking about every once in a while, waiting to see it. Golf ball return. Oh, okay. I read it as goofball and I was like, that can't be right. So I said golf ball and then reread it. I was like, oh, that's what it said. Goofball return. I know what y'all think about your goofball return. The goofball return buckets. What the hell do I even get where I need to get to clean this damn thing? That needs to be cleaned. There we go. Goofball return bucket has been cleaned. Looks like it should be grass, but it's not. The trick of the miniature golf course. Okay, those rocks were like one big item. Interesting. Yeah, I get that. Like we're not even halfway through the month yet, but I've gotta prepare for some of the stuff for the finale before too long, or else it'll be last second night before, which is usually when I get stuff done, honestly, but maybe I'll actually do stuff a little bit ahead of time this time. One can hope. Circle on back. This way to start. This way to fart. I've only been to one miniature golf course that I can recall. It was terrifying because one of the people I was with would always hit the ball at full strength. And we kept trying to duck for cover as it like bounced around everywhere. Like she'd do a whole ass like golf swing on a putt like a miniature golf course in a like cave area. Yeah. I mean, we didn't really dodge, we just kind of ducked for cover and got lucky. Dodging implies that we did something active. Just gone. What do you mean, like, you just... the ball just, like, fell out of your hands and stopped existing? Oh, there's water around, okay. This kiosk remaining pretty okay. Probably use this a little bit differently than I am right now, but why not? Oh, I have gone up the ladder. Did not mean to, but here we are. I was spooked by the ladder. Love when that happens. Just you're just walking and suddenly a ladder just fucks you up. Sometimes you roll a 1 on picking up an object. It happens. Yeah, Midas is a magical creature. I don't like how silent it sounds when I'm hitting this. Like, there's just no sound to it. Number of things I think would just be solved by a good rain. So I guess where they live it might just not rain very often. We had the daily rain going on for a little bit and then it stopped again, which is weird. This is a whole flag right here. I missed. Or is a border is one thing. Ah. Alright. I have no idea if this is anything, but I'm gonna do it because I feel like I can. Nice. We did it. We've won the game. Hole in ones, one spray, sure. These are dirty ways. Forest shrub. I guess? Or is these supposed to be like berries? Is that what this is? This is going to be a big-ish one. Not as big as the other ones. This is... I didn't realize there was this much back here, though. Oh, there's a whole ass statue here, too. Fucking Lalafell over here. Dark Knight Lalafell. Washing room. I found that it's surprisingly common for creatures to dislike eating mushrooms. I feel like the odd one out, and that I do like mushrooms. I don't know, what do you think? Smile and chat if you like eating mushrooms. Like normal mushrooms, not the drug kind. That's a different conversation. Well, that's one. I'm not alone. Amazing. Oh, it's a completely different thing. y'all hear about Sega being able to help themselves from using AI for no reason for the new Crazy Taxi? Is that fun? We all love that, right? What's extra funny about it is, from what it sounds like, they basically used it for, like, I don't know. There's so many reports going around. Who knows what they actually used it for? It's very vague. But it sounds like they used it for stuff that, like, you know, instead of just getting a fucking concept artist, it sounds like, I don't know. It's weird because, like, Sega had some anti-AI posts not that long ago. So the fact they suddenly pivoted is kind of weird to me. And then, like, to grab something that, like, everyone's been, like, I guess waiting to come back for a long time. Like, I know Crazy Taxi had, like, some influence on creatures, but it's, like, it's a very arcade game. It's a very of its time arcade-ish game, arcade-style game. I don't feel like it's something that really makes sense to come back anyway. Like, was anyone clamoring for a new Crazy Taxi? I haven't heard, like, anyone talk about Crazy Taxi except for when, GDQ did that one where they just kept singing themselves. Because they had, like, the band accompaniment. That was pretty fun. That was fun to watch. I guess really the question is what is... I don't know what Japan's attitude toward AI is. Because, like, a common saying is that Japanese companies do not listen to anyone outside of Japan. So, like, if the Japanese audience doesn't care, then that might be why it keeps happening from those developers. Because that's kind of the problem, like, with Zephyr 14, is, like, there's absolutely zero feedback from the US, from, like, the non-Japanese players that they listen to. Like, it might as well fall on deaf ears. The most part doesn't really matter that much, but sometimes it's some weird stuff happens. But it's definitely how many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man situation. Even my company is, like, constantly pushing for AI to an annoying extent. I keep talking to people and they're like, well, I asked ChatGPT, and I'm like, uh-huh. Windmill. Windmill. Yeah, like I've never been in one of those miniature golf courses that have like the windmills that are just like extremely normal in like video games and TV and stuff. Damn, this windmill looks dangerous. Like these are, oh, is there supposed to be swords? That's why. Okay. I was like, these look like swords, because they are. They're supposed to anyway. They're supposed to look like swords. If you were extremely dirty, would you let a Yinglet clean you? Like, would you still love me if I were a worm? That kind of question. I'd probably make you dirtier somehow, Midas. Don Quixote would love to see that windmill. I remember how many people, and I don't recall if I was also one of them when I was really young, but how many, I remember in high schools there were people who thought it was like Donkey Ote, like donkey like the animal. I guess you never really see it written down, it's just like something talked about. Donkey Hotel. Literally have to talk like that all day, it's not right, is it? My name's Jules. I was born in 2004 and I can't say anything about swords, dragons, or eggs. What? Stop talking to me right now. Yeah, I said let a Yinglet clean you. Bitch texting me saying she can't stand dragons or eggs. Like, get out of here. She's not exceptional by any means. Travesty. The goal of someone. You know what I need on my soundboard? And Midas, can you find this for me? Is the male shepherd saying, let's bang, okay? Let's bang, okay? I need that on my soundboard. I think that'd be funny. Especially for tomorrow, since tomorrow is 6-9. We did the 6-7 joke, now we have to do the 6-9 joke. Tomorrow. Or is it will bang okay? It's something like that. You know what I mean, though. that rock from way up here? But don't send it to me on a place I can make use of it. Can't use that here. I'm streaming, damn it. Oh, okay. Are you able to, you don't, okay. I'll have to isolate the sound file. I'll clip it myself, it sounds like, since you sent me a YouTube video. That's fine. If I remember. If I remember more than 5 minutes before when I start streaming. Like yesterday when I was like desperately setting up all the 6-7 joke stuff while like Midas was waiting for me to get going already. Cause I was like, oh shit, I meant to do this, and it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever time it was when he got started. Googling how can I pitch shift stuff randomly in StreamerBot. You can't, by the way. Trying to decide if I wanted to manually pitch shift a bunch of stuff and make a bunch of files and decide against it. I only did a 420 joke once, since that was the time I turned into a V1 droid. Which I guess isn't really a 420 joke, it's more like a... I don't know, it's a TF joke, I guess. Or more than a weed joke, but... I had a few clips with that I ended up deleting because, when I would make bomb noises while using the voice modulator for the V1 voice, it was just like ear piercing and I didn't like hearing it. And so I assumed no one else liked hearing it either. But alas. Email. Nothing you're looking at. Whenever I get emails, I'm always, like, excited for it, especially if I'm waiting on any commissions, and then it's always nothing. And then when I actually do get an email from a commission, it'll be, like, in 20 minutes, and I somehow won't notice it until, like, hours from now, and I'll be like, oh, my phone didn't alert me to this one, but it alerted me to all the other emails I don't care about. Is Ferality over now? I feel like based on social media posts, Ferality is over now. If you went, how was it? I still don't really understand... Well, one thing I refuse to do is the age verification on VR chat. But secondly, I still don't really understand the idea behind paying to hang out with people in VR when you can just do that for free. And every time I ask... I've never gotten a good answer about that. Like, I always ask, like, you know, what's the specific benefit of doing this versus what we do all the time for free, and I just get crickets back every time, and it's just like, okay, I guess there isn't one. Like, that's the only thing I can conclude from the fact that I've never gotten an answer from that after asking for multiple years now. So... But, you know, if you find it fun, that's good. Might just be too, I just don't have the right mindset for conventions in general. Yeah, which isn't a good reason for me. I don't do stuff just because everyone else is doing it. I never have. I will do something if someone else does it and I found it funny, but I won't do it just because someone else is doing it. I still remember when there was someone who I like barely knew who declared that there was a reason I had become a Yinglet when I didn't even meet them until like half a year after I became a Yinglet. That was back in like, what was that, like 3 years ago when like everyone fucking became a Yinglet for like a week and then abandoned it again. As often happens. No. Go, my ball, go. No! That's too far. You went too far. Oh, I can't believe this shit. How did that happen? What kind of... How did it... What? What? Excuse me? I'm trying to figure out the angles and dangles that would have made that possible. So it went like at that angle somehow from here. Was this whole like roof in the way? What happened? How did it do this? How did this happen? That was pretty magical. Oh, hi. How round are you? You might be round. You could be rounder. But you're kind of round. We'll work on it. Wonder if I can get it back somehow. Yeah, but that's a high-ass bounce. Like, this lip is doubles as high as the tunnel. Like, that's a hell of a bounce. Oh, I can pick you up. I did it. Completely legit. Well, bang, okay. I mean, I also say that to dragons. Treasure chest does not want to clean. Very slurpy. Solid golf. How you doing, Ennis? You missed some magical physics earlier. Pretty good. I don't expect anyone clipped it. Cave coin. do you think each of these are an object? You must clean the cave coin. Ah, I'm stuck. It's kind of slow. You were at priority, right? I imagine you're pretty tired from way too much VR, and also I think you said you were driving places too and all sorts of stuff. Very busy creature. I guess this is a cave floor. But where's Zara when we need them? I think its butthole's on the wrong side. Oh, its hole is also like very shallow. Like the ball's clearly supposed to go up there. Well, it actually works though. Starting to wonder if there's actually like a passage for the ball to travel through, or if it's just a fake. It's just a fake. Where is that noise?
It's a fake.
I'm kind of surprised because Myas was doing research on the dolphin fish, aka Mahi, because of his allergic reaction to it. And apparently it's extremely common for someone to have an allergic reaction to that fish, which makes me wonder why it's such a staple in restaurants if, like, the majority of the population actually is allergic to it. Like, it seems like you would just not sell that, you know? Seems like a non-ideal situation. Is that graffiti, or is it supposed to be there? Look how chunky it is. Oh, that's its tail. Never mind. Damn. I have a feeling it's supposed to be here, but it's coming off. That's weird. That definitely seems like it's supposed to be, like, part of the exhibit here. Bones. There's a game I kind of want to play tomorrow. That might be a lot of fun for everyone to watch. We'll see. See how much energy I have. That really doesn't seem like it should be considered dirt. Like, it can't be graffiti, that doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, like the tough goop. Must be more. That was considered a different wall. Why is this wall still so dirty? Why are red dragons the like common color? Was red just like an easy to get pastel color or something back when like they were being drawn originally or something? What's the deal with red dragons? Is that a penis? I guess. But I feel like if they're just giant lizards, like you just still have them lizard colored. Because fire's a lot of colors, like orange. Like I associate fire more was like orange and blue than it was red specifically. Speaking of colors, I still like the revelation, and like is a strong word I guess, that like brown is an Arial color. Like it's just a contextual color, stuff only looks brown in context to something else. If you don't have that context, it stops looking brown. Like if you take a color that looks brown and put it on a different background or next to a different color, it will stop looking brown. Even if you don't change its hex value at all. Very weird. They can't keep getting away with this. Alright, but where's the dragon beans? Y'all are cowards for not having beans here. Ow. Don't look that way while hitting tab. There's too much over there still. It's a big dragon. It'd be so much easier to clean a Zero-sized dragon. So would you call this a tail hole? Important question. Am I blasting its tail hole right now? I assume volumes are fine, right? Like, the music's not too loud. I think the music can't get louder than it is right now, like, because of the limiter, but limiters don't always work quite the way you'd hope. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, fine. That's good. Hey, Vela, how you doing? Ah. I will type. You think I should turn down smidge then? I turned it down a smidge. Show me where you're a dirty dragon. This is, wait, is this considered, oh, is this considered as a cable? Interesting. I don't know if I would call this a wall. Sounds like Mario 64 would call this a wallizer. Dragon has been destinkified. Let's see. Is it going into the mouse actually do anything, or will it just not do anything? I need to get right. Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere for the ball to go. Yeah, there's not. It's actually impossible. It's a fake. It's a fake. Its tail hole has no depths. Oh, these coins aren't clean still. What? Get ready to be blinded. Wah! I'm not even an actor or anything. I'm just terrible at making sandwiches and need a new job in a hurry. How can you be terrible at making sandwiches? I mean, you hate dragons, so I guess you can be terrible at making sandwiches too. Hopeless.
My phone.
Hey, speaking of dragon, hello. Hello, Zara. There's a Durgan here. Durgan. And it has a tail hole. Egg dispenser. Have you made your dragon ignorant today? Cave snake's pretty funny looking. Ignorant is such a funny term. Egg. Exceptional. We had eggs for the first time in a while. Recently. Because I made Midas make banana bread, which used eggs. So we bought eggs. And then I created egg. It was fine. Kind of at like a weird state right now where I get every once in a while I get like in a way where like food just stops being interesting to me for a while and then I'll like start liking food again. I don't know what really causes that. I know my streamer bot, the streamer bot can take C# code, but I wonder how it handles importing libraries. Like I don't want to have to do it all from scratch. Like theoretically I could do the sound pitching with the bot using C#. I was trying to see if anyone had already solved the problem for me, but no one had. Oh yeah, how was you're at Rowdy right there? How was that? How's that treat you? A 7-stream streak. Wow. Wowie zowie. Is this? Oh. Thought I had finished playing this. That would have been a surprise to come back to. Why are you still dirty? What ails you? I'm gross down here. I don't see any dirt on. Aha. Yeah, I'm not surprised considering how much of their staff they lost this year. Like, you're gonna have to do something to, like, recover from that. Well, it's not just that, but also you have to go through the age verification now to even go to any of those worlds, and I will not do that. Like, that's my big hang up. Because I was considering going this year, and then they were like, oh, well, now we require age verification. I was like, ah, goodbye. I don't know if it would work for you, Quill. Like, I don't think those worlds in any of it is, like, Quest compatible, is it? I feel like, from what I've seen, was how complex they are, like... If the worlds themselves are Quest compatible, like, most of the creatures you run into definitely won't be. Sure, Quill, if you want. Go for it. They are Quest compatible? Okay. Well, while I'm thinking about it, are there any... Let's see. Up. Closing. Or like a trans rights outfit. Or a pride outfit of any sort. Doesn't look like it. Oh no, really? I hadn't heard about any tech issues. The R chat itself keeps going down, like, pretty frequently. Like, that's something I've been noticing. It's like every time I go, like, try logging into the website, see what's up, they're down again. I wonder if VR chat. Well, I guess they couldn't. How do they? Because it feels like one of the things with convention venues is that they get a benefit from the convention, you know. And like VR chat, what benefit does VR chat get from Plurality existing? I'm kind of curious as a corporation. Because you know, it's like, now it seems from the goodness of their heart. Like, that doesn't happen. Hey Sheen, how you doing? Ugh. No, I have one friend that has a group that I was like interested in hanging out with, and this person knows I'm like way over 18 years old. And they were like, no, you have to either do age verification or send me a copy of your driver's license. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, either of those things. I'm just like, nope, not doing it. Well, I won't go to those then. Could be moisture. Protruding brick. Random things that I have put on my head. A random zing. Oh, so I like that you wrote zing. Let's see. I guess I'll just let chat pick. Here's the zings I have ready to go. Hat. This hat? Okay. Yeah, I have Abby. I am hatted up. Keep in mind, like, literally everyone can stick something to me. Like, it's not limited to one creature. It's not even on a time limit. It's just once per creature per stream. So, like, Quill can't stick something else to me, but all of y'all could stick something to me, like, just so you know. You never know what to stick to me. You could stick, like, your head to me. You could stick your face, stick your coffee cup, stick your lab coat, just, like, I don't know, crop it out somehow. I don't know. There's so many options. Crenulation. Sticks a cupcake to my tooth. Alright. Yeah, I was complaining about age verification stuff. The cupcake. Do I have a cupcake? I have Dolph. Where's the cupcake here? Why do I have this? This tiny little mountain. Oh, here's the... Oh, it's a muffin. You mean this muffin? Oops, I grabbed the hat. Stop grabbing the hat. Okay. Yeah, we were talking about Ferality briefly. I was asking how it went, and I was just saying I was tempted. I was going to go this year until they like made the age verification mandatory, and then I was noped out of it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, I was talking about. There's like one group I knew of that I was interested in that, like, a friend of mine moderates, and even though they know I'm like older, I still can't go in because I won't do that. I won't do it. So. Oh, really? Yeah, except I'm not surprised there's delays because they did lose a chunk of their staff. That definitely, it was probably not really in their plans to not have some of the staffs as they were used to having. Well, like, what does being 18 verified even do to stop someone who's, like, going around reporting stuff anyway? Like, it's not going to stop anything. It's just, like, because I assume the reporting's anonymous. Like, they don't know who's doing it. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Yeah, that's also kind of wild. And that too is they got their own provider, but it was just a different flavor of bad. And it doesn't count for VR chat proper, like you said. It's just all very silly. It's a comedy. Well, and again, it's also a case of just these places doing, like, for one thing, like, I'm pretty sure Ferality is not a not safe for work space. So, like, is there complying in advance for stuff that hasn't even been discussed? You know what I mean? Like, there's absolutely no reason that I can think of to do that. Why were they doing it then? Like, why do it at all? I mean, so to answer your question, Mind Boom, why did so many go along with it? It's because most, as far as I can tell, most people don't care. Like, that's a very specific thing that, like, it seems like, you know, only those of us who don't trust the government at all would care about. Most people are still of the opinions that if you have nothing to hide, then you shouldn't hide anything. Which has never been a true statement. The way you say they'll give me something to hide makes it almost sound like they're like gonna give me a new fetish or something. You have nothing to hide? Well, now you're into scat or something. I don't know, man. That was just a random example. But I guess it was like the nastiest fetish I could think of. Yeah. I mean, you know, as usual, not kink shaming, but definitely not for me. Definitely would never be for me. Courtyard plank. Nice planks. Nice wood. Twitch is doing that thing again. I had to up the ante of it, like, notify me, because I kept missing when ads were running. So now it really yells at me about it. My posture's alright. I'm not shrimping at the moment. Yard stored bow. Oh, ad break. Everyone take a stretch break, get some water. I'll see you soon. Welcome back, everybody. Are we all riled up now? Have I riled everyone up? You know what's interesting is that I see in a lot of the bigger numbers, like bigger viewer count streams, is that the general attitude of chat in those streams when I'm actually showing the chat, because there's so much fucking chat in those streams, but the general attitude of the chat in those streams is always like basically chat versus the streamer. Like it's always very adversarial. Like everyone's there, like it feels like everyone always hates whoever's they're watching. It's such a weird environment to cultivate, you know? And like, obviously it's not universal, but like... And I'm talking about like, not just like the hundreds of viewers, like the thousands of viewers, people. Your job looks alright though, does it? Miss I Hate Dragons. I told you to stop texting me. That's well satisfied when I show off that Crubbin's at. Yeah, she said she hates dragons earlier. She said she hates dragons and eggs. So she became my enemy immediately at that moment. And then she kept texting me. Fucked up. I don't think I can do object files. Let me look exactly. So if I add a sticker, it's looking for a PNG, JPEG, or GIF. If I add a prop. So props can be objects. That takes a bit more work for me to actually get onto me, but props can be objects. So once I have it on me, it'll just kind of always be in that spot whenever it respawns, but... Yeah, if you have like an object... I mean, depending on how big it is, it's not like I'm doing anything important right now. You know, like I can dig around with an object. Oh, okay, yeah. Supposedly it should work just fine. I don't know how. I don't know much about objects and stuff like that, but apparently that is an option for the props, at least. That isn't quite kind of odd, like... So I guess theoretically I could, like, export... Like, how complex is an object? Is an object just a whole model? Like, could I export myself and stick myself to myself? Like, can we make this recursive? Yeah, it looks like, based on how big all these maps have been lately, like, each stream is just going to be like one power wash. We're 63% done, and we're an hour and a half in, so... Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Did I just clean? That wasn't clean? Okay. I think everything over here. I should go back to Monster World 4 sometime. Monster Hunter World. I should go back to Monster Hunter 4. God damn it, Monster World 4 sometime. I think I got pretty far into that game and then I like ran out of patience. I think I just wasn't in the right mood for that kind of game at the time, really. That was back when I was forcing myself to do like achievements as a week and shit. It's kind of like, if I'm making myself play a game I'm not in the mood for, I just get really pissy about it. What is the crenellation? Oh, it's the same. Buttress. What do y'all think about Buttress? Where are you still dirty? Whoa, did you see that? I somehow, like, was spraying, I was, like, hip spraying. Apparently I missed, is this guy over here. Boy, you enjoying my inability to say words, Midas? His bright idea was this rusty ass bullshit. That's like your default state, though. That's your personality. That's like built in. Is that true, Zara? Oh, what Midas said, being unable to say words, having difficulty with words. A sample size of 2 agrees, therefore is 100% accurate. That's how statistics work. Hey Amanda, how you doing? No words only. What was it we were doing at each other last week? We were like going like or something like that. Something like that, I think it was. That was our communication at the time. It's true, it can use many sound. I still understand where all this crime came from. I don't think this story explains that so well. Really? There we go. This one's extra dirt. I don't know. Dirt. Nice, what is that? Is that like a hot dog stand? What is that? Little picnic area that no one's in. Gunk. Are you still dirty? You have no reason to still be considered dirty. There we go. I don't know what cleans it half the time. I just flail it around until it works. Like, yeah, it's clean now. Be alright. I'll take it. What is, it's like, how did moss get here? Like, how did so much moss get here? yeah, this is felt. I just meant like the. Oh, you unless you mean like the felt somehow got everywhere else. I meant like the greens. That's not this green. The other green. So much green for a little time. I like how I was trying to successfully do these golf courses, and then it turned out that it's actually impossible. The dragon's hole is fake. The dragon's tail hole is too shallow. I was considered part of the border. Okay, what's... Oh. There we go. Pop, 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 pop. In a very big floor area. I think I'd have it solved. There we go. Ow, my eyes. You're getting unexpectedly blinded. Because the felt like makes no sound when you hit with water, and it's actually kind of distressing. It's too quiet. Why are, like, wizard towers always shaped like this? I guess because they have, like, little wizard hats. So they're supposed to stop the rain from getting into windows, I guess, if the, roof, like, went too far out. I don't know. I don't think it would help that much, considering, like... I don't know, maybe rain doesn't come in sideways most places. Because they're cool. Yeah, that's... I guess it's real cool. Maybe. I'm still I'm thinking too, I don't know why, but I'm thinking too about a, what's wrong over here? Something lit up. Where's something lit up for a second? There it is. What was it? A window. There was a post I put in his FF14 section of my Discord where it's just like every light party has one of these, and it's just like it had both like a maid and like a dudes that look like just got out of bed, and it's like, yeah, I have both of those. It's like I'm one of those usually. My black mage is specifically supposed to look like he just rolled out of bed. He's wearing like slippers and a nightgown and shit. And all my healers are wearing like extremely skimpy outfits. My Dragoon too, my Dragoon also was like wearing extremely skimpy outfit with like stockings and shit. But it's a different one, it's a different skimpy outfit. I need to redo my glamours now that there's no limit for jobs. Hey Gentoo, how was Orion? How does that treat you? Welcome everybody. I'm raising money for the Trans Lifeline. There's that giant exclamation point donate. It may please you. If you donate a cumulative amount of $50 or more during the entire thing, I will do you a doodle. I will do you a doodle. Wait, I hope everyone's doing well. That's good. Yeah, I remember when I first joined in, you were having a little bit of a struggle with it. I mean, that's kind of how, like, a lot of games are, though, I feel like. Like, that was me as a hollower. Like, it was, like, 2 streams to get used to its controls, honestly. Or I felt like I was good at it. Games just be like that sometimes. And then I also have games where I just never get used to the controls and I'm just struggling the entire time. That's the bad ones. That's the bad times. Yeah, my main problem with controllers is if it doesn't let me change what the buttons look like in a game, and it wants to give me like the Xbox buttons, I get really thrown off because I have a SNES style 8-bit DOE, so the buttons are wrong. If it tells me hit B, it doesn't actually mean hit B, it means hit A. And I wish I could just tell every game to just give me PlayStation controller buttons, because I know those. I know those by heart. And there's no confusions there. I know where those are going to be. There's no... you know, depending on what console you're on, the buttons have switched around. It's just always circle is circle and square is square, and you know. So, it'd be nice If I could tell every game to just do that, it would make my life so much easier. Like, that was the problem with Mina as a hollower. It doesn't let you define what kind of controller you have. So it was telling me to hit buttons that were not the correct buttons to be hitting, actually. I had to kind of just learn what the controls were on my own, because when it would tell me, like, hit, you know, A to jump or whatever, it actually meant hit B to jump. And it would tell me to hit Y to do stuff, but Y was actually healing and not what it wanted. I don't know. I ended up having to rebind them too because of that, a little bit. But yeah, it's just, it would be nice if games like kind of just let you switch. Like, I get if it's like a small indie game, but even Zen, like, so for example, I did Enigma Hearts demo a weekish ago, and like, even Enigma Heart lets you define what kind of controller you have, and it like switches the buttons around to match that if it doesn't auto detect it correctly. So like, if basically one person indie developer can do it, like fucking a bigger developer can definitely do it, you know? They just have to actually have it on a list of priorities to do. Yeah, I didn't mean some game you were playing. I meant like just like literally a games that came out, you know, 2 weeks ago kind of thing. It's interesting how different standards were just 10 years ago for games. Like, stuff still changes pretty fast. It doesn't feel like it because of the way, like, stuff looks. But on the back end, like, stuff changes pretty fast still. Like, it's not as fast as it was, like, in the 90s, but it's still up there. It's still zooming along. What is this? There we go. Gale hole. Wait, I think I mentioned it, but yeah, we're raising money for the Trans Lifeline, everyone. We're going until June 28th, as you can see on the poster to the left, top left, above my head. Above my head, trans rights, trans rights, trans rights. Alright, thanks again, Shenfu, for the raid. Enjoy dinner. Castle turret roof. Become clean, I insist. Become clean. Become Yinglet. Become cleanlet. Why are you not clean? There we go. Imagine if this game actually had like dirt runoff, and it's just like I cleaned all the bottom and now I'm just making sludge go down there again. Like, hell yeah. Making my job harder on myself. Just tiny castle. Whoosh, that sound too so good. But water hitting the surface cascading down like a rivulet of hair from a high tower. Uh-huh. Hoping heck this shop's getting at me. Who'd describe water like that? Flipping heck. You need assistance? No. Not from someone who hates dragons. I'll never forgive her for that. Alright, wall. Oh god, there's an outside as a wall too. No! Did y'all know walls have an outside and an inside? Fucked up. Fucked up news. Ruined my day. Inside, outside, inside, outside. I can't believe Amy says that when she wins a race in Sonic Cross Worlds. Like, don't remind us of that song, damn it. Yeah, it's Amy Rose's theme from Sonic Heroes. Or I guess Team Amy's theme specifically. By the way, did you see my Midas? Oh, there's a giant like spot right in the middle of my monitor. I need to clean it off, I guess. It's a tiny castle. Smallest castle you ever did see. So small. It's green. How are we doing? 86%. Imagine if it was this easy to make money. Just infinite water pack. You spray stuff and just money appears in your pocket. Ninth whole ramp. There's a fella. What is this thing? Is it a frog? Pac-Man. Pac-Man doing here. I want to know how Pac-Man went from being a cheese wedge going through a maze, how Pac-Man went from being a circle in a maze to being like some smug asshole walking around that you have to shoot balls at stones at his dick with a slingshot to get to do anything. Like, that was such a strange, like, evolution of Pac-Man. Why are you not clean? There we go. What was even the goal of that Pac-Man? Where you had to shoot him in the dick over and over? He was trying to like get a present for his wife or something because he forgot their anniversary. Was that what it was? It was something really stupid. I was up here like gunkier than anywhere else. Amazing jerk. Amazing jerk. Amazing job. Amazing work. Amazing job. Became amazing jerk. Great job. Amazing jerk. Nice cum.
My bones.
That too. Nice bone. Oh god, the gnome is back. We must murder him. I didn't expect his return. His terrible, terrible return. I feel like standing on these tiny, on like this tiny miniature castle would probably be a bad idea. Just a suspicion. I guess I wonder, like, what would it have to be made of to be able to stand it? It's like, I don't know. Questions are raised. Made of real castle. Part of a balanced breakfast. That reminds me, like, the store sells organic coconut milk. So I get coconut milk at the moment. And they have organic coconut milk and the normal coconut milk. And the organic coconut milk has, like, no nutrition to it at all. So, like, by organic, they just mean, like, there's nothing going on there, I guess. It tastes bad and it has no nutrition. I guess it's just nasty tasting water. While the normal coconut milk that isn't organic just doesn't taste like much of anything, but at least it's like got a good texture to it. And also it has like vitamins and shit. Not just nothing, not empty calories. Why am I sliding? Easier activities. I'm paying F. Let me pick it up. Well, I guess I can't pick him up. Can I push him? Goodbye. What? I'm stuck. Ah! What? Ninth hole castle. This castle has 9 holes. I have a case of just like clean as much as I can, hope it dings for me. Like so close. It's been so close for a while, so. There's a small fluorine is a separate object. There we go, nice. Okay. Looks like an ad break's about to happen, so everyone takes a stretch break, get some water. I'll be back to finish this up in a moment.
Nice cock.
Welcome back, everybody. We got stairs. Probably easier to do from down here up. I'm tangled in my wires. Hey, how's everyone doing? How's everyone's Monday treating them? Hopefully everyone's having a Monday of joy. This chair, I have a different chair than I used to have. I mean, I've had this chair for a couple weeks now, but it kind of does not like being as close to the mic as my other chair does. It's a struggle to stay close to the mic. I'll probably just reposition the mic so it goes out further. It's fine. I just gotta do it. Could have been worse. Well, that's something, at least. That is perhaps positive. Cozying with ice cream. Hell yeah, what kind of ice cream? Tell me. Give me the deets. Mint chocolate chip, nice. I think my favorite ice cream, Publix, has a chocolate cookie quarry, which is basically like chocolate. It's vanilla ice cream was like chunks of fudge and like Oreo cookies in it, basically. That one's really good. Otherwise, I really like brownie mousse tracks. That's also really good. I haven't had ice cream in a hot minute, so. Oh, nice ribbon. How's that game treating you? How's Mina treating you? I know it was pretty rough for me to start out with, but I eventually got used to how it controls. It just took a while. Oh no, the baby has arrived and is now expressing his anguish. The child of sadness. He's so bad at telling you what he wants. I know what he wants right now because it's food time. He wants food, but normally he's so bad at telling you what he wants. Like, he'll go hunch in the shower stall and just start screaming his head off, and it's just like, what do you want? Usually what he wants is us to turn the shower on so he can drink from Zab, because the other 3 locations he can drink from aren't good enough. Hey, hero. Yeah, I like the hammer a lot in Mina. The hammer was definitely the one I kept going back to. I only used the whip if, like, stuff just was never close to me in an area. But, like, hammer was definitely my favorite weapon. Hi, baby. Hello. Are you coming to me for help? Now, earlier you learned that if you walked over to my chair you could get pets, but now you're going on the bed. Does that mean you're going to scream at me from the bed instead of coming over to me for pets? Yep, that's exactly what it means. He's screaming behind me now. Way far away, where I can't reach him. Hey, how you doing today, hero? Hope Monday's treating you well. It's almost Tuesday for you, right? Where, yeah. Funny, the funny time zones. Some say it's Tuesday already, damn. Yeah, I'm 5 hours behind. Oh yeah, you're right. It would have been Tuesday like an hour ago. Yeah, during the winter, 8 o'clock for me is midnight for y'all, I'm pretty sure. Wait. Maybe? Yeah. I don't know. I know it's gonna be midnight GMT or UTC in like 20 minutes, but I think because UTC ignores daylight savings. But that's good. I'm glad you had a good time. Yeah, I wish that too. The idiot politicians would rather keep us in summertime permanently rather than wintertime permanently. Which would be awful. It would be very upsetting. It's already like I can't go because I used to, you know, during like most of the year I go for a walk after my stream, right? Because it's dark out, and in Florida that means it's not killing me anymore, and you're not going to get a sunburn. But now it doesn't get dark until like fucking 9 o'clock almost. I'm not going for a walk at 9 o'clock. You know, it's too late at night. Gotta be getting ready for bed. Goofball return. I'm supposed to fix this. Oh, South Africa doesn't do clock changes? That's interesting. I did not know that. Only more places took examples from not changing time. Because, like, clock changing already never had a purpose even when it was first introduced. It was not introduced for the purposes of saving oil and all that bullshit that, like, they like to say. It was never for that. Never had a purpose, especially in some more modern day. Like, it even has less of a purpose because all it does is disrupt everyone's sleep. Like, I'm surprised corporations don't like lobby against it because of how much productivity they lose every time it happens. That's all they fucking care about. Because they're willing to put up with DST for some reason. What angle is a dangle do I need for this fan? Goofball return gutter. I would question if that's even true because of the like, for one thing, it doesn't really make sense because you can just like change hours. I don't know. But like also it was the fact that like it was a British person that invented DST for catching bugs to begin with. Like anytime I hear anything about like, oh, it was to increase any productivity, I'm just like, doubt, you know? World War I was such a mess anyway. A string of alliances causing shenanigans. It's still dirty here. There we go, finally. Yeah, I guess that is true, yeah. I mean, I've seen that even here, like, because during the winter, with the time zones fixed, like at the darkest, as a winter solstice, I think it gets dark here around 6:30-ish p.m. Well, it's like even earlier in like Chicago and stuff, like it'll be bright here while it's dark in Chicago, like at the same time. So I definitely understand that. Just like I've experienced it to some extent. Myas, of course, is used to the true extreme of that because he's from northern Norway. So yeah, DST is pointless. It's true. DST is upsetting. Right, what have I not cleaned? Castle Keep, battlement wall. Castle Keep, battlement wall. There's a tail hole. I always have to show that to everyone who comes in. What the fuck is a Castle Keep? Castle Keep battlement wall. Where is that? Is it this? Oh, it is this. I thought I had cleaned this. This was done. Where are you dirty? I see no dirt on this. Really? Is it like that there too? That's amazing. Maybe stuff that happened generations ago shouldn't be relevant anymore. What? How dare you? Gotta be some like weird smudge somewhere here that I just not seen. Still not seeing it. Mystery Smudge, where are you? Where could you be? Where are you dirty? Okay, sure. Oh, I shot for my dick again. That keeps happening today. I don't know how I do it. Go into piss mode for a moment. Lower wall. What is it? Exit stairs, lower wall. Is that not this? That is this. Courtyard turret roof. Yeah. It listed as sound test 11, but yeah. Flashback. Gotta use a challenge pissing. Let's see if this actually works. I know most of the golf course doesn't actually work, but I'm curious if this actually works. Oh. No, it doesn't. Okay. No, it doesn't. Put it here. Not want me to place it there. There we go. Oh, nice. Okay. Rocks. What's wrong with this? Courtyard turret roof. Wait, exits then. Courtyard turret. The courtyard, is this the courtyard? Courtyard? Yeah, this is cool. Turret. Buttress is dirty. These battlements aren't turrets, so what are the turrets exactly? Oh, is this? Where is this dirty? I see no dirt on it. Okay. Cave stepping stone. Castle wall. Central stairway protruding brick. Protruding dick. Any of you. You're dirty. Why are you dirty? Cease your dirtiness at once. Castle walls. But up here. Castle walls. There's so many castle walls. A keep wall. Not the same as a castle wall. Gateway. Here's a castle wall. Because these walls are upsetting us. They're internal walls. Here's the wall. There we go. Verily thou art a knight of the highest order, and your sleight of lance art of singular renown. Thanketh indeed for your bravery, which has driven away this cursed beast of burden and reclaimed our mighty land. Nope, can't do any more of that. Thanks, mate. Sure as they'll be well happy with the state of the place now. Okay, well, next week is a steam locomotive. But for now, we escape to Pool Toy Land. Alright, but thanks for coming, everyone. I hope you all had a good time. If you're new here, of course, please drop a follow. Let everyone know that I'm raising money for the trans lifeline. I've got, of course, my Discord, the Squishy Enclave. Got all my socials. You can read out of placers if you haven't. Career Time Forums, good place to hang out. And again, raise money for the trans lifeline till the end of the month. Tell everybody about it. Thanks to Genpu for the raid. Hope everyone has a wonderful Monday, and I'll be back tomorrow with something radical. See you then.